Welcome to another edition of Hands-On History with Longfellow House, Washington's headquarters National Historic Site. I'm Ranger Anna, and I am again greeting you from my living room, where I have been busily crafting away on our next activity, which is journal making. Journals are some of the most valuable historic resources that historians use to understand the past. The reason why we love them so much is because everyday people wrote down in their own thoughts what was happening in the world. We don't have to guess what they thought. And so journals are the best way for us to really get a grasp on how people were thinking and feeling. I'm going to show you how to make your own today, so come on and join me. For this activity, you will need basic craft supplies like scissors, a ruler, pencil, and glue, decorative paper like scrapbook paper that is at least 10 inches wide and 6 inches tall, white or lined paper to write in. I used 4 sheets, but you can use more if you want a thicker book. To ensure that the paper fits in the book, measure it to be 8.5 inches wide and 4.5 inches tall. Bring some construction paper that is 8 inches wide and 4.5 inches tall. Cut out 2 squares from thin cardboard. Make it 4.5 by 4.5 inches. I just used a cereal box. These will make your rigid front and back covers of your book. You'll need a thumbtack to help you poke a hole through the layers in your book, and then embroidery thread to secure the layers for your book. To help you get the embroidery thread through the hole, grab a wooden skewer, place your scrap paper face down, then lay your 2 cardboard squares on it. Make sure to leave a gap between the squares. This will be your spine. Glue the 2 cardboard squares down, leaving an edge of scrapbook paper all the way around. It doesn't have to be super thick. It could be maybe 1/2 inch. Trim off any excess you have, and then fold the edges of your scrapbook paper over the cardboard squares. If your paper is thick, you can use the handle of your scissors to crease it. Glue these edges down on all 4 sides. Now you're going to take your construction paper, which is the lining of your book. It will cover the edges and make the inside of your journal look really nice. So place your construction paper rectangle over your glued down edges. Take a minute to make sure it looks the way that you want. If you need to trim any of the edges to clean it up, go ahead. When you're happy, glue down your construction paper. Fold your entire book in half so that the front and back covers line up with each other. This is why we left a space between the cardboard. Next, you're going to want to prep your pages. This is the inside of your book, what you'll write in. So grab your white paper and fold each sheet in half. Crease your edges, make sure it's nice and creased, and then you'll nest the pieces of paper together and put them into the spine of your journal. We're going to prepare our book to be bound together. So using a thumbtack, poke a hole in the center of your journal along the line of the spine. Be careful, especially if you have a lot of layers. You might have to poke carefully here. You can widen this hole with a wooden skewer. Now it's time to bind your book. Take about 15 inches of embroidery thread and lay your journal open to the center fold. Slide the thread under the journal to the spine, and then you'll have both ends of your thread poking out on either side. Make those even. Using a skewer, poke the ends of the thread through the center hole that you created. Now the ends of your thread should be poking from the center to the outside of your journal. You'll tie these ends together in a bow to secure it, and you can trim off any excess thread that you have. Now your journal is ready for you to decorate it and to get to writing. You probably have noticed that we're living in unprecedented times, meaning future historians are going to be really interested in how the average person thought and felt and coped on a daily basis with everything going on in our world. So here's your chance. Become part of history. Write down your thoughts. We'll see you next week for another Hands-On History.